Black women executives are one of the most educated, credentialed, most excellent leaders in the room. And yet, too many of us are still invisible, overlooked, and underpaid. Why? Because excellence alone isn't enough. The real skills that move you into the rooms where decisions are made aren't the ones you learned in school. And if you don't master them, you'll stay stuck no matter how hard you work. I'm Dr. Twanna, an executive coach for Black women. And here's what's at stake. If you believe excellence is enough, you'll keep grinding, keep over delivering, and still watch less qualified peers get promoted over you. That doesn't just cost you promotions and paychecks, it actually chips away at your confidence, your peace of mind, and the legacy you're building for your family. But when you master the real skills, the real deal skills, you stop waiting to be noticed and you become undeniable. So, what are those real skills? I'll break them down step by step, and I promise it's not about working harder. In fact, once you see this, you'll understand why trying to prove yourself may actually be the thing that's holding you back. And I'll share the shift, the one that changes the entire game for Black women leaders. The myth of excellence. That's right. Let's talk about that. The myth of excellence. So let's start with that lie that we've been sold, that excellence alone guarantees success. The truth, excellence is the baseline. Everyone, well, theoretically, everyone at the senior level is excellent. So, what separates the leaders from the overlooked? It isn't more hours or more degrees or more grind. It's visibility and presence. Did I spell that right? Well, if we done, you know what I'm talking about, right? And positioning. Notice that hard work and overperforming, they're not there. They're not there. So let's break down these real skills that you need, right? That you need. So let's start with executive presence. Yeah. Don't want that color. Let's go back to that color. Let's get the right one. There we go. All right. Executive presence. right? So the old belief, if I just keep my head down and I do great work, people will automatically notice. Well, that kind of is true, but they'll notice that you're a worker bee and they'll keep looking until they find the leader. Why? Because people promote who they perceive as leaders before they'll promote someone who's just excellent. Presence is how your excellence travel, right? It's how your excellence travels into every room, whether or not you're there, right? And so the next skill that you need is power positioning. My second grade teacher will not be happy with my penmanship, but that's okay, y'all. That's okay. We're going to make it work. Okay. So the old belief is, well, my results speak for themselves. And the reality is, results without positioning, that's just silence. Let me put that down. Results without, ooh, without positioning, that's silence. It is as if you're just being silent, right? Positioning makes sure that your work is aligned with organizational priorities and championed by the right people. And that's so important when you talk about positioning. It's got to be positioned for the right people to see it. Otherwise, you're silent. I mean, you're working hard, you're grinding, but your work, what you're achieving is just it's just silent, right? And so the third skill, right, is the visibility. Let's see if I can spell rhythm on Rhythm Nation. Okay. The old belief is, well, I don't want to brag about myself. It'll come off as arrogant. And well, you're right. If you are a black woman who brags about herself, or pretty much any woman who brags about herself, you're right. Because women are who brag are actually penalized for that. They're penalized as being arrogant. But it's okay for a dude. So it's okay for your coworker who's a guy because it they get like praise for that. He's a great leader. But so you're actually right. If you brag, it'll sound like, you'll be penalized for that. But the reality is visibility is not about bragging. That is branding. Right? That's branding. And personal branding is leadership currency, right? Much like that Nike swoosh is the visibility for Nike sneakers. Without visibility, your personal branding, your brilliance stays locked away, and with it, you're top of mind when opportunities open, right? So, just for a moment, right? For a hot minute, button to subscribe to my channel. I need your help to reach 2,800 subscribers. I've been at 2,799 for about a week or so now. So help me out. If you're looking at this and you're not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button, right? Now, one of my clients, she was a senior director, brilliant woman, excellent, but she had gotten to the point where she was like, I I need to do something different. I mean, I'm pushing, I'm pressing, and I'm not getting promoted. And so she was like, "Well, I don't know if I want to step outside the company and find something else, or I want to stay here, but I don't like being passed over." That's what she really didn't like, right? So together we worked on her executive presence and her visibility rhythm. Within 6 months, she was promoted to the chief of staff, a role that gave her a seat at the table and gave her access, as to the rest of the organization as a strategic advisor. That's what you want, right? Now let's do some real talk, right? Average executives chase perfection. Exceptional leaders master perception. Average leaders just think about performance, that their performance is enough. Exceptional leaders know that presence is a differentiator. Average leaders overwork. Exceptional leaders stand on visibility. And here's the one shift. This is a shift that Black women executives must make, right? This is the shift. You have to stop. Got to stop doing this. Stop proving, right? Stop proving, right? Gotta stop proving. And what you need to be doing is, right? Start positioning. That's the shift that you gotta make, right? That's the shift that you have to make because your excellence is already undeniable. Now it's time to make sure that the world knows it. Now, the fact that you're still here and you're still watching, it means that this message really resonated with you. And I want to invite you to go deeper. I've created a mini coaching offer specifically for Black women executives called the Visible Executive Brand Method. It's a proven step by step system to help you build your brand, your personal brand, and the positioning that gets you seen, promoted, and paid. Now that you're ready to stop waiting for recognition and start commanding it, drop visible in the comments and I'll reach out to you and give you the next step so that you can get that invite for a chat with me. Remember, excellence is who you are, but visibility, presence, and positioning, that's how you get paid for it. Thanks for watching. Ready to turn today's clarity into real progress? I'd love to support you. Click the link in the descriptions to connect. I'm Dr. Twanna, an executive coach for Black women, and I'll see you in the next one.